Hi, good morning. It's Dr. Bob Flower with our Master Pattern Report for Monday, April 9th. And we're reporting from, once again, from beautiful, sunny Arizona. Okay, let's look at our markets for a little bit here. This we played the interest rate right. We wrote it up and then we wrote it back down again, and now it's been on its low Friday and this morning, and we bought some more options to go long, and we're expecting a bounce here very soon. The markets, of course, have been down for the past 4 days. Silver and gold have taken their hits. We see a move up in silver. We talked about silver bouncing back soon. We think it's going to be this Friday, approximately, along with gold and oil. We think oil the same thing. Interest rates, as we just said, up again by the end of the week, if not within the next 3 days. We think the market's going to bounce back here and make another run before we see a downturn. And we definitely believe we're going to see a downturn perhaps before the end of the month. More severe than this, perhaps a pullback to that 12.3 or 12.4 level, 12,300, 12,400 level, someplace in there. So if you're going to do if you're going to do any trading, make sure it's short term based on what we're projecting here. We do see some major moves coming up before the end of this month in several of the markets. So we're going to keep an eye on that and let you know more about what's coming. I don't like this oil market because I think there's a false sense of security. I think Iran knows that it's going to get hit, and it is now making a greater effort to negotiate something to prevent that. Now, I hate to say this, but it could be that they're going to get caught with a sleeper. They may try negotiations, and the first day that they sing a different song, I think the following day, I think the bombs are going to fly. I mean, I think we're very close, folks. I think we're going to see something in the Mideast, one way or another, within the next before the end of April, and there's no doubt about that. So watch your oil. I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing with the move with the oil. And of course, if there is some sort of settlement that Israel agrees to, the bottom is going to fall out of the oil market, and I think you're going to see a rally, a good sized rally, and that could all come within the next couple of weeks. But then I think the economic news is going to start filtering in here, and we're going to get hit pretty good. Now, I understand that there's a couple of bills in Congress. There was a ruling by the curator of the Senate that they have to make a move. They have to come up with a budget. They can't just willy-nilly say, we're not going to do it, folks. And as they have done for over 3 years. So this would be a welcome move for everybody, a move back to responsibility. And I think it's going to show the colors of those who are these chameleons that are shifting every which way. Now, I want to say something about the social unrest, and again, I want to go back to our prediction that the eventual downfall of our economy is going to come from a total breakdown of law and order, which, I mean, I see in my business every day with my kids' business and friends. The problems that they're having are they've never had before, at least not to the degree. And that is that even though they're going out and they're doing the right thing when people don't behave, they don't pay their bills, their rent, their mortgages, or whatever. The courts and law enforcement are not reacting. They're not following standard procedure. I mean, there's one instance that's been going on with a related company to ours where there's $50,000 owed in rent, commercial rent, and you can't believe what's going on in trying to collect that, and the party which owes the money is well off, and we know where the assets are and whatnot, but they can't be attached. So I mean, these are the type of things that people say, well, why should I? I mean, what's the sense in going out and making the sacrifice and whatnot? But that's what the negligence with the rejection of law and order, and it's coming right from the top. Look at this thing with Eric Holder now that somebody used his voting location to cast a vote in his name. I mean, and it was a white man. Wasn't even an African American. So, I mean, and they're saying that, no, we don't need this. Well, I think that what we need is a total change, a total revolution in the way we do business, and I think I have a good answer for us folks. It's what I would call the Municipal Investment Insurance Act. And the way it would work is this: we do away with property taxes, we do away with sales tax, and what we do is each citizen takes out an insurance policy at different levels, depending on your income, your wealth, whatever. And those insurance policies are made out to local governments, county governments, state governments, and federal governments. Right? Each year, take out a new policy, and these policies could range from as little as $1,000 to, God knows, $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year, depending on your position. Now, the beauty about this is that the governments can then turn around and borrow on those policies, and that would be the income that they're already realizing. With that, after 12, 15 years or so, these policies mature to face value. After that, the policies grow in value. Now I'm talking about whole life policies for those of you who are familiar with insurance. After that, they continue to grow beyond the face value. So if you, just for argument's sake, take a number, say you took out a $10,000 policy, and in 12 years, and you did that for 12 years, of course, and after 12 years, that first policy is going to be realizing an amount greater than the $10,000. That then becomes the individuals, right? And it grows so that after a while, you're getting your money back. It's like a premium. It's like an annuity. Okay, so here we are. We're paying taxes. we're doing away with one form of tax, and we're all paying taxes, but these taxes are not really penal, because what they're going to do is they're going to supplement our Medicare when we get older, and our Social Security, all supplemented further. I mean, you take somebody that's 30, 40, 45 years old, maybe even 50, the way life expectancy is today, and these policies after 25, 35 years, I mean, grow to, tremendous amounts. And that becomes an asset of the individual. I mean, it's better for the same as a savings account, except that you're paying taxes. You're paying an income to the federal government. And I mean, there are various aspects of this that we can look at, but the benefit to all of us and to the government, it's a whole new change. It could generate much more income than what we've what we're looking at insofar as the federal government is receiving right now. I mean, with 325 million people. Can you imagine people with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a year policies? I mean, you're talking about trillions of dollars being generated in no time at all. And we have a program for resolving these subprime loans, which we will discuss that with you within the next week or two. Now the problem is getting these concepts out to the powers that be. I mean, these guys are not even available. I mean, you talk to these congressmen, if you can find them. If you can get them on the phone, you have to bump into them at various political and high social affairs. Not good. Not good. These people are stupid. Forgive me. They're dumb. I mean, they're ignorant. They're like the rest of government. Totally ineffective. There's nothing that they do, and this is why I'm so much against big government. It sucks. It's highly ineffective, and the people that are in there are just as bad, and they are what makes it bad. But remember that they're only reflecting us, so we've got to get on the stick here and throw the people out that have been there for a while, because obviously they're not working. And we need a new spirit. We need a spirit of cooperation, a spirit of can-do. All right. Now, speaking about that, I want to talk about not this this killing of this young black teenager in Florida, but I want to talk about the repercussions here. It just seems to a lot of experts that there's a backlash that's building up more and more, and that we're headed to some sort of race crash. Okay, to put it that way. With the new Black Panthers and Farrakhan and whatnot. Now look, let me be clear about what I'm going to tell you. I understand their frustration, and this is I think Obama's dilemma here. On one hand, some African Americans feel that with Obama being an African American behind them, they can get away with more. On the other hand, some African Americans feel totally frustrated because their plight is not being met. They have, quote, one of their own in office, and they're still not seeing a better lifestyle. And I think that this pits Obama in the middle of something that he better get his arms around, because if this thing explodes, and there's a lot of nasty, ugly talk going around, and it's not only this guy, this kid that was killed, a very unfortunate thing, but there's a lot of this, and it's not necessarily just white folks. I believe Zimmerman is half Spanish and half white. And it's not just white folk. There's a lot of most of the black community that suffers these killings come from black people, and it's a total frustration. I mean, I've been there when I was campaigning on the west side of our town, which is predominantly minority. I saw what these people are going through, and I'm not going to say that they're right, but they're right in the sense that they're not getting the opportunities. But it's not coming from the Republicans or from the conservatives. That's bullcrap. What's happening is you've got total inefficiency on all levels of government, and they're not doing their job in guiding these people and mentoring these people. Oh, they have these programs that tell you, oh yeah, we can help. But who the hell is running those programs? Who is out there telling these people what to do? I mean, people who are lucky if they're making $50,000 a year that never accomplished anything in their lives. I mean, forgive me. I mean, they're hardworking people and everything, but they just don't know. They have no idea about how to run a business, and some of them don't even know how to run a checkbook. And they're out there and they're going to give guidance to these people. Bull crap. Mentoring programs, just pissing money away. Forgive me, but so we need more effective and efficiency. And you know what? We're going to have to look to the business community for that. I gotta go, folks. Have a great week. We'll talk to you.